We have had some responses that have suggested that we be more specific about the subjects that we talk about and about the causes of the problems that we discuss. So, here we go. Number one, let's go with babies. Babies are being born. Babies are even being manufactured, if you can believe that. Yes, I said manufactured. They are being manufactured to be good consumers, good buyers of products. You can look around you all in your neighborhood and on your television and see the results of the devastation that I'm talking about, to whereas there are huge chains on the young people. Young people are driving cars with what are called spinners on them. I don't know if you understand it, but here's the concept. The tires, while the car is sitting still, the hubcaps are still spinning. These wheels or these hubcaps cost in excess sometimes of $15,000 to $20,000. I have seen 4 of these wheels on a car that wasn't worth $10,000. That is the concept of the young person's mind today, where they have to spin so they can look fly. It's important to be popular today in today's young culture. They're being manufactured because there's money to be made on them buying all of these frivolous things, from the gym shoes, from the starter jackets, to tattoos, to multiple earrings, earrings in their, not only just in their ears, that's passe now. Just having one earring in an ear, it's so unusual. You normally see 7, 8 to 10 earrings in a female's ear. And now you have guys wearing earrings, where they have it in their nose, in their tongue, in their eyebrows. It is an atrocious misuse of the human body. We need to make our young people understand that life is a very precious gift. Your body, even though it's just like a vehicle, you still need it to be as healthy as possible to make it through this life. So we need to learn to take care of our bodies that we're given, which leads to our concern about mental and environmental health. We need to have a healthy environment in order to raise children, because that's what's not being done. They're being conceived, they're being born, but they're not being raised. Instead of being raised, they're being manufactured. They're being manufactured from very small children to want certain things and to have certain opinions, and to have, the children nowadays have attitude, which is something that I was not allowed to have when I was growing up. I did what I was told, that was it, and that was the end of it. I was not allowed to have an opinion. I was not allowed to interrupt older people or adults in the room when they were talking. Nowadays, children, let's not even call them children, because there doesn't seem to be a such thing as a child today. They come out of the womb ready to tell you what they want. They come out of the womb knowing what they want to wear, or what they should wear, or how they should look. There is no individuality in their spirit. They're all collectively joined together because they are assimilating according to their music, the movies, the commercials, the television, and everything else around them. Our children are being eaten alive by everything other than the proper education. We need to educate our children from the home, from the community. The school system have dropped the ball. The entire government system have dropped the ball on grasping hold of the knowledge and the understanding of our children. Our children are being lost to the streets. Our children are being lost to the language. Our children are being lost to, we're letting the schools babysit them now. There's very, very little teaching going on in the schools. I hold in my hand right here a memo that I have from my children's school that says next year the school hours will decrease. Decrease, not increase. That means once again, and every year, the schools are being closed at an earlier time. They're building more prisons and closing more schools. That is a systematic thing, that they're showing our children that the only way to survive, or the only way they want them to survive, is to constantly stay on the streets. In my time, the school stayed open even after school classes were over. We had after-school programs. Now, after-school programs depend upon funding by the government, who they say they don't have any money. But nevertheless, everywhere you look, you see buildings going up. You see roads being built. You see money being sent to other countries to help. Not downgrading our compassion for the natural disasters in other countries. But I'm a firm believer that I can't tell you to clean up your yard unless mine is first clean. I can't tell you to manage your household if my household is in an uproar. It is important for us to realize, to learn, and to remember that the heroes of the day are having a hard time being heroes. Instead, our children are looking up to athletes as heroes. Our children are looking up to certain politicians even as heroes. Our children are looking up to everything, rap stars, movie stars, martial arts stars, everything, everyone as heroes other than the parent. The parent needs to take back hold of the power that is given to them by the all-time creator. It is important for us to realize, and this program points it out every time we come on, our mission statement is to educate. Our mission statement is to uplift. Our mission alone is to bring back together, our African American community. Because when we come together, the Caucasian part of this world knows that we are the most powerful entity that God has ever made. But we have the choice. Either we come together and take hold and take responsibility of that power, or we stay going each our own separate ways and not looking out for the other man, not looking out for our brother, not looking out for our sister, not respecting our mothers and fathers. We're coming up this week to a Mother's Day. And Mother's Day is so special in my heart, being a part of the Dead Moms Club. A lot of people have adopted me to make me their son, and I them my mother. But nothing like a mother that you come out of the womb of. I'll tell you, it's important that we have in this city now a gun turn-in program for Mother's Day weekend. It is astonishing how the guns are prevalent over a weekend that celebrates the giver of life. The giver of life, the first teacher of that child, the first respect of that child is the mother. Now, what we need to do is to get an understanding that in this gun program that the mayor so diligently sponsors, in my opinion, it's useless. The guns that are being turned in, most of them aren't working. They're just secondhand guns. There's so many guns out on the street that people are not caring about how to shoot them, how to use them. They're caring about just being popular with a gun, so no one will pick on them, so no one will bully them. Guns are not the answer. Love is the answer. Violence is not the answer. Peace is the answer. The devil's blessings, and yes, the devil has blessings, but they're not the answer. God's love, peace, and understanding is the answer to bring back together our African American community. Our young girls who are getting pregnant so young, and our young boys who don't even know what it means to be a father because they never had one. So they look to the television, they look to the music, they look to the newspaper for father figures, and there is none to be found. All you have is crooked politicians. All you have are rappers that are going to jail 2 or 3 times a month, getting out, doing the exact same thing. But they're looked up to by our children. Rather than our children looking up to us, looking up to strong black men that could stand and say, hey, don't do that. This is the reason why. You'll lead yourself down a bad road of life if you are to do that. It is important for us to realize that our children need help, and God has given them us to help them. Now we must pick up the ball and run with it. We must teach our children, and we must continue to pray to God. Be in constant prayer. That's the trick to this whole thing. Asking God for the answers. I don't ever want you to think that anyone on this program have all the answers. We look to God for the answers for us so we can convey them to you. We thank you for listening to this program. Asking you again to please solicit your comments. Please comment to us. We want them good or bad, right or wrong, up or down. We want everybody to come in and join us because we are an exclusive program, not exclusive. We thank you so much. We love you all. Come back next week and we will continue on these subjects. Peace. I'm Melvin.